At this point in your Schoology training, you've probably created your sandbox and you're ready to start creating your content for your next school year. The current courses that you have will be unsynced this summer, and until your new ones are there, we're going to ask you to use a sandbox to start creating. So everyone's going to have the LMS consistency. So the first thing we're going to do is pull in that consistency template. So on your sandbox, you're going to hit Add Materials. Then you're going to select Import from Resources at the bottom of the list. This is going to get into the Schoology resource area or the Schoology Drive. That's a giant filing cabinet that can reach your Google Drive, your OneDrive, any groups that you're in, or any personal content that you've created in Schoology and saved to your resources. So on the left, we're going to dive into Group. Any group that you're a part of will start to show up here, and if they put anything in resources, you're able to copy that content to your page. So we're going to go into the FWCS Integrated Teacher Resources group. In there, you're going to see the LMS consistency templates. So if you click that to open the folder, you will then see the elementary template or the secondary templates. Dive into the correct folder. Then you're going to continue diving until you find the actual consistency template. So in here, you need to either select all or individually select the folders you want. So we know we need most of these. The two you need to decide between is, do I want the unit theme with the daily option, or do I want to take my dailies and chunk them into weeks? So I'm going to just choose one. I do need my e-learning, and that is the basic that you need to grab from the templates. So when you have them selected, you're going to hit Import. Then it's going to prompt you again to make sure you want all of these pages built within your Schoology template. So these were all created based around what teachers currently have in the consistency. So you'll just hit Import again. So at this point, it's going to make a copy of everything that was in that resources and put the copy on your page. Now, if you edit this content, it's not going to edit what was in the resources. It's only going to edit what's on your page. So here is the bare minimum that everyone will have on their page, whether it's you only have one course you teach from, or if you have up to 3 or 6 pages that you would teach from. These are the basic folders or tabs like we would have in PowerSchool Learning that you would need. Now, rather than creating multiple sandboxes, if you have multiple courses, we would suggest creating folders for those courses you teach to start creating the content in there. And the reason for that is this will get scooted to every course page you would have, and then you could start to differentiate your different courses down here. So what I'm going to do is start creating folders for maybe other courses I would teach in. So I can, right here, hit this green dotted line to create content in this spot. If I wanted to put them up here, I could click it there. Or my third option is to add materials, which would then add it at the bottom of the list anyway. Remember, all content can be moved around by hand anyway after you created it. So I'm going to select my green dotted line and I'm going to add a folder. So let's say one section I teach is visual art. So I will create a folder. I can put it whatever color I want, and then I can create it. So now my visual art class has a spot for me to start building content for next school year. But let's say I also teach a section called graphic arts. I'm going to create a folder for here as well. And then I will put a different color to make it stand out for when I build content. So essentially, if you have 3 preps a day, you might need 3 different folders to start prepping your content for next school year until your new courses show up so you can start sending the content there. So at this point, you have the bare bones of your page set up and you're ready to start making all of this content up here yours that's personal to you. So at the elementary level, you're just going to have your About the Teacher page embedded with your information and your pictures here. At the secondary level, we've gone and put it into a folder that's going to have in the description of the folder your email and your classroom phone number for a quick way for students and families to get a hold of you. So to edit a folder and its content, you're going to hit the gear and select Edit. You can choose whatever color system you want for your folders. And I need to delete this info and put mine. You can use pictures or you can just type in the information. If you've created an image or graphic organizer, you're more than welcome to insert that here. So I'm going to do insert content, and I'm going to find an image that I saved that I would like to use for my phone. So I would like to use my Bitmoji. I'm going to select it. It's a little big, so I'm going to drag and resize it to make it fit better. And I might have to do a little bit of movement to get it in there. And then I will type my phone number in. So now I'm ready to insert my next picture. So I'm just going to repeat that process and insert my next picture. It's still going to be big, so I'm just able to quickly use the corners and the dots to drag and resize it. And then I can type in my email. And you're more than welcome to use the different font tools up here to make it more unique to you. Once you're happy with it, you can go ahead and save your changes. So now at this point, we need to edit the About the Teacher. So I can either hit the caret to find the About the Teacher page to edit, or I can click the folder to dive into it. So for elementary, this page right here will be on the other main page we just came from, but secondary, they will dive into the folder to find it. So you're going to hit edit. Once inside this page, you're going to delete all of the content in there. So however you made it on PowerSchool, you can make it in here. If there was an image you did, or if you had used a Google slideshow or Google Doc, you are more than happy to do that here. But most of us have created it with a text block on PowerSchool. So I'm just going to copy my content, come back over here and paste it. And then I can hit enter a few times to get down in this part of the text box. And then I can start to add my images to make it more engaging. Once I'm happy with how I have this set up, I'm going to make sure it's set to display inline. Inline is where it makes sure all of this content is opened up and able to be seen when you open the folder. Where if you do new window, it's going to make them have to click it to open it to see the content there. So we'll keep it to display inline and save the changes. So there is my About the Teacher. So I'm going to go back to my demo. And now I've edited my class information folder.